Hey there, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to dive into something that's been weighing on my heart, and I'm sure many of you can relate to it. Have you ever felt like you're drowning in your own thoughts and emotions? Like you're going through a mental crisis, but your friends just don't get it? It's a tough spot to be in, isn't it? I mean, we all want to feel understood, especially during those times when we're struggling the most. So let's break it down and figure out how to navigate these tricky waters together. Let's start by talking about those common reactions you might face from friends when you open up. Picture this. You're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or maybe even depressed. You muster up the courage to share your feelings with a friend, hoping for some support. But instead of the understanding you crave, you hear something like, "Just cheer up," or "It's all in your head." Sound familiar? These responses, while often well-intentioned, can leave us feeling so misunderstood and alone. It's important to remember that these reactions usually come from a place of discomfort or not knowing how to help. Your friends might feel awkward or unsure about how to react, and they might think they're being helpful by trying to fix the problem quickly. But let's be real. Mental health isn't that simple, is it? Now let's talk about the importance of setting boundaries. When friends don't understand your mental crisis, it's crucial to establish clear boundaries. This doesn't mean you have to push them away. Rather, it's about defining what you need from the relationship. For example, you might say, "I appreciate your concern, but I'm not looking for advice right now. I just need someone to listen." Or maybe, "When you tell me to just get over it, it makes me feel like my struggles aren't valid." Setting boundaries helps protect your mental well-being and also educates your friends on how to support you better. Next up is the challenge of explaining your needs. This can be particularly tricky, especially when you are in the thick of a crisis. But clear communication is key to building understanding. Try to be specific about what you're going through and what kind of support you need. For instance, you could say, "I'm dealing with anxiety right now, and it helps me when someone just sits with me quietly." Or, "When I'm feeling depressed, a quick check-in text means a lot to me." Remember, your friends aren't mind readers. The more clearly you can express your needs, the better they can support you. Let's also explore the concept of managing expectations. It's natural to hope that our friends will always know exactly what to say or do, but the reality is, they're human too, with their own limitations and understanding. Try to approach the situation with patience. If a friend says something hurtful, take a deep breath before reacting. Consider that they might be trying their best, even if they're missing the mark. By managing your expectations, you can reduce disappointment and frustration, which is so important during tough times. Self-advocacy is another crucial skill when dealing with friends who don't understand your mental crisis. This means standing up for yourself and your needs, even when it's uncomfortable. If a friend consistently dismisses your feelings, it's okay to say, "I feel hurt when you downplay my struggles." Or if someone keeps pushing you to go out and have fun when you're not up for it, you can say, "I know you're trying to help, but right now, that's not what I need." Remember, advocating for yourself isn't selfish. It's an important part of maintaining your mental health. Now let's talk about building a support network. While it's great to have understanding friends, it's also important to recognize that not everyone in your life will be equipped to support you during a mental crisis. Consider expanding your support network. This might include joining support groups, either in person or online. You could also look into therapy or counseling for professional support. Having a diverse support network means you're not relying solely on your friends, which can take a lot of pressure off those relationships. Here's a personal story that might resonate with you. A few years ago, I was going through a tough time with anxiety. I tried to explain it to my best friend, but she kept saying things like, "You just need to relax," or "Think positive thoughts." At first, I felt frustrated and alone, but then I realized she wasn't trying to dismiss my feelings. She simply didn't know how to help. So, I started sending her articles about anxiety and explaining specific ways she could support me. Over time, She became one of my biggest allies in managing my mental health. This experience taught me the power of patience, clear communication, and education in building understanding. Remember, it's okay if some friends don't fully understand what you're going through. What matters is that they're willing to listen and learn. And for those who aren't, it's perfectly fine to create some distance if needed. Your mental health should always be a priority. So, there you have it. Navigating the choppy waters of mental crisis when friends don't quite get it. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Many people face similar challenges, and it's okay to struggle sometimes. The key is to communicate clearly, set boundaries, and build a support network that works for you. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on mental health and relationships. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.